I'm gonna show off our finished hanging planter over here. This guy's our studio. Oh, he loves being intertwined with the other plants too. I just pulled him out like 2 days ago and they get intertwined so easily. So this is our hanging planter. It's 2 pieces, so we have a dome top base with a drainage hole in the center, and then our base plate right here has a little wall on the inside, and we put 2 holes in the center wall, and that's where the twine feeds together. So there's no hole on the bottom. This one's ours because it got a little crack in it. But this is our forest green glaze. And I freaking love this one so much. I love the Swiss cheese monstera. This one makes me so happy. She lives right over here. Let's see, what's the best way to hang it up? I feel like it's nice to move your plants around too so they can get some activity and grow in different directions.
Alright, just turn on the filter screen.
Hmm? There we go. Starving said, doing good, trying to find a variety of items for some still life drawings. Well, that sounds like fun. I love still life drawing actually. When we had this planter hanging up in our living room, I loved to draw it. It was really, really nice. Starving said my day's an 8 so far. It'll be a 10 after I eat something. Ooh. Lunchtime. Mike said good. Good supplies are hard to find here in Germany. I'm good, like a 9 today. That's what I'm talking about. Just like a little bit of a mark on this one. I want to even out. There we go. All right, we're gonna use our brush tip marker here to draw a straight line around the piece. This way we can punch some holes in it. Right at the top, and then this fires away, just burns off in the kiln. There it is. We punch our holes right underneath the line itself, and then we just want these to be like evenly spaced so we can pretty much handle 3 points of contact. Just eye it up. It's like a peace sign. We have one more of these small dome toppers to trim. There we go. Center it up. Mike, you said good supplies are hard to find. What type of supplies? Ceramic supplies? Oh yeah, nice. These are like perfect. We threw these 2 days ago, so they've been drying for 2 days. Yesterday we took them off the bats, flipped them upside down so they would dry evenly. Because it's like been pretty hot, everything dries a little faster right now too, so be mindful of that.
Alice said like and subscribe.
Thank you, Alice. Let's go. Hit this with a sponge. And then we're going to stamp our Swan City Ceramics, handmade in Florida, 2025 stamp right on the bottom. Nice. want to make sure it all gets shown. It's looking like the S in the swan isn't very prominent, so let's line this up and make sure that you can actually read our logo. There it is. Let's see. Trying to be perfect out here. So if you mess up your stamp, it's no big deal. We're just gonna add some water, wipe it away, and then you can actually use like a rib tool. So I have this like little silicone rib, smooth this out. We're just gonna stamp right on top of that. Make sure that our logo actually shows up. Nice. It's a little tricky because the surface is so curved. So let's see. Get close down, press down, away. I'm bracing underneath it with my finger as well. Ah, there it is. Much better. Fire. And then we're going to do the same thing. Let's get this top area here. Starving Artist said, I'm participating in a summer art challenge based on the Blue Period manga. Part of it is making 7 still lifes each with 3 items, and the items have to be all different materials. Ooh. Blue Period manga? Am I saying that right? Like a comic book? Like a manga? Or does that mean something different? Seven still lifes, each with 3 items. They all have to be different materials. That's cool. Let's go, Mike. Said, I made my first mug with a handle today. I hope there will be no cracking. Congratulations. Slow dry. Don't rush it. Should be good. There it is. Dome topper up here. I'm gonna do all the domes and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna do all the base plates. So this is the big topper. 7 inches by 3.5 to 4. Hey Pat, we got Pat's Pot page in the chat. How's it going? Good to see you as well. Said, hi guys, good to see you. Mike, congrats on the mug. Freaking yeah, that's fun. Pat said, doing great, thanks. Had a little vacation, spent some family time. That's really nice. I'm glad you got to see your family. Was it for the 4th? Starvin said, ooh, nice job, Mike. Yeah, we took a little time off for the 4th, just like a longer weekend. Just rounding these out. We want these to have a really nice profile. Just of a dome, a half circle. I'm gonna kind of get lower to make sure that we have the profile we want. It's pretty good. And then we're just gonna fix this little area right here, smooth it out. Nothing too crazy. Pat said, yeah, one grandson's birthday is 7/3. Well, that's a good correlation. Makes it easier to take the time to celebrate as well. Happy birthday, your grandbaby. Center it up this way. I'm gonna hit the stamp after, because a lot of the times with these big ones, the stamp kind of gets all mucky while I'm doing this piece.
Huge shout out to Pat. Pat's Pop page on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday. And yeah, man, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyway,
4th of July stuff?
shout out to Joseph in the vertical stream as well.
Hi, Joseph. Mike said my nephew's birthday is today. He's 2 years old now. Woo, happy birthday. 2 years old, man. Just a baby. Pat said stopped at Kentucky Mudworks and picked up some new clays. Let's go. We just tried out a bunch of those Kentucky Mudwork clays. How was their shop? And which clays did you pick up? Tell us more. Yeah, we tried, we're still glaze testing, but we tried White Bear, Brown Bear, Coda Porcelain.
It was Cato.
Oh, Cato. Cato Porcelain.
Iceman.
And Iceman.
We tried White
Oh my
Bear,
God, that was a
Brown
lot,
Bear,
yeah.
Iceman, and the Cato porcelain.
Yeah. And yeah, they were really good. Which ones did you grab, Pat? I'm interested.
That said, they stopped at the Louisville location.
Ooh.
Folks
Cool.
are super nice.
Wow. Yeah, I love going to ceramic supply stores. How can you not? Starving says happy birthdays all around. Mike said my niece is 13 next month. I'm excited to have her for a week. I missed her a little. Oh, that's nice. She's gonna come visit. Man. Yeah, I don't have any nieces or nephews, but my cousins, I remember when they were really little, and now they're all like in their teens or 20s, and it's pretty crazy. Down and around. Looks good. Quick swipe. Stamp after.
Nightbot absolutely spamming the chat.
Let's go Nightbot. Oh boy. Pat said I got 400 pounds. I think that's what she means. Tried the big turtle last night. Also, brown bear, speckled turtle, RPP. I think Iceman with grog. Wow, that's a lot of options. They have so many different clays for sure.
We have a fire glazed brown bear piece.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure. We made some bowls out of the brown bear as well. We're gonna get those fired in this next kiln.
We got Mandy in the vertical.
Mandy!
She said, "Yay, I can properly hear y'all again. My earbuds were so bad.
Oh my gosh.
One wouldn't Bluetooth pair, and the other was very drowned out in volume, even at full blast. My ears are blessed. This
I know how that
helps
is.
voice so much."
Yeah.
Shout out to Mandy. Happy Thursday.
Lots of love to you, Mandy. like to use a bowl just to make sure we're nice and round. Come in handy. That must mean you're a 10 today, Mandy. Boom. Our next kiln is definitely gonna be this kiln, I think. Get like as much stuff as we can done this week, loaded up this weekend. Glaze our little hearts away.
And he said, can I ask you a very personal question? I hate to ask, but it's been bugging me.
Yeah. I would say yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can ask, but
We could always say we're not gonna answer, or we can answer privately, you know, but of course.
they said I'm a 13 across the board.
13. It's a good number. Let's get this nice end. Mike did say, yeah, I'm her favorite uncle now. Let's go. So that's a lot of different clays, Pat. Sounds exciting. For sure. Pat said, testing new options. I've been throwing porcelain for the last year plus and want some variety. That's freaking so cool. What's your favorite porcelain that you'd found that you really like? Yeah, the brown bear was really cool. I think that was like the brown bear and the white bear were like our favorites to throw. We'll see how everything looks once it's glazed up. Pat said Laguna Frost is my fave. I don't think we've thrown any Laguna. We've thrown B-Mix like once before, but...
David in the vertical stream wants to know what we're making.
We're making hanging planters. Right now, this is the top portion, the domes. We're trimming them up, we're rounding them out. This is the little drainage hole, and then we have some base plates we're gonna trim as well.
Mandy wants to know about the situation.
Mm.
Here's the deal, Mandy. It's not, the problem is, it's not just a lie about me, it's a lie to you. You were lied to, and then you felt some type of way about it, about something that didn't happen, and then you responded, and then he agreed, and okay, I say, here's the problem, because if I get associated with this thing, it'll actually be legal recourse, because it's a lie.
So, yeah, it's pretty much like defamation, yeah.
And I like literally can't even talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely don't want our name associated with it at all, and it's like, yeah.
Set up a place where people can talk about me, whether they know who it is or not.
Yes.
It's unfair and it's a lie and it's totally uncool, and I'll never forgive it.
It's really uncool.
And that's the last time I'm ever gonna speak about it. Honky Kong in the chat in vertical stream says, "Howdy, friends."
Howdy, Honky.
And yeah, and then he blocked us on all social media, and I think that's insane. When you block people, you create a list. You wanna really trigger yourself. Go look at your block list. And remember all those memories that you actually held on to because you created that list. No, don't do it.
Right.
You can't build invisible walls. You're gonna have to face reality.
Yeah.
Back to pottery.
Yeah. Let's see. Mike said, "Totally understandable, Pat. I'm happy with my new clay variety. If I had sticking to just one, I would have missed out so much." That's awesome that you expanded your body of work too.
Chatted to Honky Kong. Said, "Do I need to rough someone up? Who's messing with my friends?"
No, it's all.
It is what it is, but
Yep. Nothing nothing more has happened or anything, so just is what it is.
Just Mikayla in here.
What's up?
Just, I don't know. So we are making hanging planters. David asked earlier.
Yes.
We kind of showed one off earlier, but
Yeah, I'm about to walk over there so I can show y'all from a
we've
distance.
showed this hanging planter
So many times. It's so good. We need to put it like, I want it like right above my head. Straight up like. So. I'm not gonna pull it out, but you guys can see it back here. It has a dome top and a base plate. Drainage happens in the center. And then it hangs from plant-friendly plastic poly twine. And that guy's been in there for probably 2 or 3 years. See, Starving said, I once saw a guy throw a cup with a block of cream cheese because apparently people said it feels similar to porcelain. Yeah, man, that was a trend. People were like doing shorts, throwing with cream cheese.
Yeah, that's kind of a waste of cream cheese.
And then at the end, you can just eat it. Just dip a cracker in there. Put it on a cracker dude. Pat did say actually the big turtle is softer than the frost. At least the batches I've gotten, and the big difference is that the porcelain sucks up water really fast and also dries fast. I did totally notice that we did all mini jars in like 4 pounds of testing clays, and the porcelain dried the fastest. It was like almost unmanageable when we opened our stuff back up.
Honky did say, all you gotta do is put the honky light in the sky, and I'll come save the day.
That's so funny.
Shout out to Honky.
Let's go, Honky. Pat said moisture management is key as always. Yeah, for sure. I feel that. Little Loafers was so resilient, I think is the word. Like easy. No matter what you did, like it's freaking fire. So Mike did say the hanging planters are amazing after all. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Pat said, I think porcelain gets a bad rep. People don't take the time to understand its properties, so they treat it like stoneware. That's so interesting for sure. I really liked I was super surprised throwing the porcelain. Granted, we only threw the small mini jars out of it, so I'd have to like really feel how it handles throwing something larger. But I think that was my favorite one out of all of them to experiment with, the Kato porcelain. I wanted to wait on the stamp, but I got carried away.
Shout out to everyone in the horizontal stream on YouTube.
Yes.
Got an awesome chat over here.
Come on over, guys.
I will read some of the, I'll say hi to some of the people in the vertical. We got Pink Panda Polka Dot Sundress.
Oh, wow. What a
Say hi.
name, bro. Hello.
Varden said hi. Hermanman said hi. Joseph said hi. Amir said hi. Alice said hi. Tomas said hi. Gusto said hi.
Thank you guys for all participating and watching along. If you want to be a part of the conversation, come over to the other chat, the other stream that we have going on our YouTube page. I've got that one pulled up. I can see your chats. It's the main one we read from. So come on over. Come on over.
Barbie did say the porcelain was gorgeous.
Ah,
Had this beautiful sheen in the natural sunlight that I loved.
it really was. I can't wait to fire those. Maybe I just want to have more stuff, more bisqueware to go into a glaze kiln. That's why I kind of think we should do a bisque firing next, even though we have all the minis like ready to go. So they're all downstairs, like ready to get dipped. We'll probably end up glazing them while this is bisquing, and then just keep glazing.
Mandy said hi.
Mandy, is that right?
How many people do you want to say hi to today? It could be in the hundreds.
Oh my goodness.
We got Juan Giggle Alfonso. Say hi.
Nice. Hi. If your name's cool enough. If anyone in the vertical has like pottery, wants to talk pottery, we'll talk to you, but definitely not a big fan of saying hi to thousands of people instead of talking about what we're working on. But thank you guys for watching along.
Chulin said hi.
Who?
Chulin.
Chulin. Hi.
Girly Pop said hi.
Girly Pop. I like that one.
Past Pop said, I love the way the glazes light up on porcelain.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. very
Definitely
excited.
super pumped.
We got about how many testers down there, you think?
Like 10, maybe?
All the mini jars, I'm saying.
Oh, the minis? Oh my god, maybe 60?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We got about 10 of
5 different kinds.
5 different kinds. Maybe a dozen of 5 different kinds. So yeah, I'd say, I was
Yeah.
going to say 50. So
Yeah.
maybe 50 to 60 testers down there
Yeah.
of about 5 or 6 different stonewares, including the porcelain we're going to test all our glazes on.
Yes.
That's going to happen soon.
Yes.
Actually, tomorrow.
Like as soon as
We'll
possible.
be glazing them tomorrow.
Yeah. Want to make some new glazes to test out too. Have to make one of our main layering glazes. It's called Pink Opal, and we don't do it solo, but we only do it when it's layered. We have to make more of that. We have to make more purple. We have to make. So I want to kind of maybe play around. We can make a new red. We've been looking at this recipe for a while.
We got chainsaw on the vertical seam said cannot be mod.
Chainsaw. Wow.
And it's a channel created 1 day ago.
Interesting. Don't think so this time around, Chainsaw.
You have to get some confirmation on your identity.
Let's see. I think TRX would be too happy with that.
I guess he was on his dad's account, right? Maybe he had to make a new one.
Oh yeah, he did it. Yeah, tell us. He did have to make I don't think he would have had to make a new one unless he forgot his password, which happens to the best of us. We need confirmation from Alan.
That's it. YouTube tried to send me to the vertical. I have to go looking for the horizontal LOL.
Thank you for finding us. It definitely. YouTube sucks, bro.
Ah, I mean, come on, you can't even say that.
I can't
You're
even
on
say
YouTube.
that, I know, man. I'm sorry, YouTube, I didn't mean that. Just joshing, just joking, just fooling around. Yeah, definitely prefers to send everyone to the vertical.
Yeah. An interesting business decision. You can do pretty much a lot, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we love our friends over on Rumble.
Very true. Rumble.
And we got some people on Twitch as well.
Drop some green hearts in the chat.
We did have Lisa Morris on Twitch.
Twitch, let's go.
Said, hi, how are you?
Hi, Lisa.
And Rowdy Rabble on Twitch.
Nice, let's go. How you guys doing?
He said, I'm not sure if it would work for you, but there's a makers and crackings category on Twitch.
Oh, interesting. We gotta look at the categories and stuff.
I still appreciate that, Rowdy.
Thank you. We always ask how you guys are doing. 1 out of 10. Drop your number. How's your day going today? Everyone that didn't answer, let me know. And Leah was talking about having a hanging planter in 10 inches, and I can't stop thinking about it. I really want to make that. pretty big for sure. What did Starving say here? Mandy did say, hold on one sec, gotta make some smoothies. Ayo. Starving said, imagine if you did a challenge where you try to throw pieces your followers have made. Ooh.
You'll be mod again, trust me. Once I get confirmation you're on your identity, you'll throw it short, I'm sure, in the future. You gotta put yourself in my shoes, you're a brand new channel. Come in the chat, say, can I be mod?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Why do you even care?
Pat said that they are a 9, hot and muggy weather. Or it would have been a 10.
Yeah, it's hot.
Definitely hot.
Hey, we got a happy fat dad in the vertical stream on YouTube.
What's up?
Said hello from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, hello from. Mhm.
And the Oregon Potters Association.
Oh, no way. That's pretty cool. We're out in Lakeland, Florida. Right in the middle. You're pretty much all the way on the other side. The Oregon, is that what it is? Oregon Potters Association? Portland Pottery Association. It's pretty dope.
Clear across the country.
Wow, we made it. Found each other. We're making hanging planter tops. These are the top domes, and we make a base plate to go.
Terrence is like, I'm not lying. How do I prove my identity?
Send us a message on
Oh,
Instagram.
send us a message.
What?
Post something on your YouTube channel
Oh, okay.
of your chainsaw.
Yeah. Nice.
You're even in the wrong stream, chainsaw. Not gonna call you TRX till I know.
Jeez.
Chainsaw's in the wrong stream. We are on 2 streams on YouTube. If you're over there, we got about 400 people watching on vertical. Go to our YouTube channel, go to the live section, hop on over to the other stream.
Yes, sir. Better audio, better video, better everything. Come on over. Plus, you'll be able to participate in our midday games,
Yep.
our midday extravaganza.
At about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna play some games on the stream.
You know you want to be here for lunch break.
Happy Fat Dad's there. Are you on TikTok?
We're not on TikTok. We're on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Starving said it would be this challenge they're talking about. Imagine if you did a challenge where you try to throw pieces your followers have made. It would be like when art students do master studies, but with followers of all skill levels. It sounds pretty interesting. Definitely check out the Clay Clan. Refer you to Fresh Cup of Joel to be a part of the Clay Clan. They just finished up a challenge, but I feel like they'd probably do another challenge coming up too. Definitely like to challenge ourselves.
Shout out to Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness.
Oh, let's go. How are you, girl dad? Mandy said thick banana and oatmeal protein smoothies, y'all. Come grab a glass. Definitely send that our way. That sounds good. We've been talking about getting some protein powder. We need more protein in our lives. For those in the chat, drops the smoothie emoji. Love that.
Happy Fat Dad said I shared your stream on the association's page.
Oh, Wow, thank you. If you're so inclined to send us a link, love to check out your page as well.
Can't drop a link in the YouTube group chat, but
Damn.
very much appreciate that. That's awesome. We'll look that up for sure.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome.
Oregon Potters Association.
Let's go. Mandy said, come to Horizontal and I'll give you the link for Joel. Definitely drop the link for Joel, Mandy, for Starving. It's Joel and JM Clay. Fresh Cup of Joel and JM Clay created the Clay Clan. It's on Discord, but Nick and I don't really do much on Discord, so it's cool for y'all if you're interested in following along with them.
Real Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness did say in his first comment, hit that like button if you haven't.
Thank you, Girl Dad.
Thanks, so added. I'm doing this. I'm doing good, thanks. Hope y'all are having a dope Thursday. Heck yeah.
We
Appreciate
are.
that. Much love. Keep doing your thing.
Keep doing it.
Seeing you on YouTube, Cooking Up Deliciousness.
Yum. We got Draco the Beagle 2 and Weather in the chat. Hello. We're making hanging planters.
You want to learn about the Oregon Potters
I
Association?
do. I really do.
We're a diverse family of ceramic artists, makers, teachers, and students. Together we celebrate ceramic arts through all levels of education, sales, exhibitions, public outreach programs, and friendship. By sharing our knowledge, making connections, giving encouragement, and inspiring each other, we strive to help each member go throughout their ceramic journey. Our vision, educate, inspire, and transform lives through clay.
Wow. That's an amazing mission. Wow.
Our legacy is to leave a lasting impression in our classrooms, studios, galleries, neighborhoods, and the clay community at large.
Wow.
Shout out. We'll check more of this out for
That's
sure.
so cool. Thank you for finding us and sharing.
They're on YouTube as well. Oregon Potters Association. Just subscribe.
Subscribed. Let's go. I wonder if Florida has a Potters Association. Bet you there is. Alright, this is the last topper for our hanging planters. And then we have 4, 5, 6, 7 bases, and then we're gonna start throwing. Gonna throw a couple more bases. There we go. We're gonna try to throw something new. Definitely try to throw some matcha whisk holders off the hump. So that'll be a new challenge.
God, oh, here. That's what we do. We pay for artists to teach at schools since the government won't.
Wow.
And we got a Sabrina Suburban Garden in the chat.
Hello, Sabrina.
And ship breaking as well.
Ship.
Long time no see.
Ship, ship. Mike said, what's Clay Clan? Definitely reach, if you don't already, follow Fresh Cup of Joel and follow Jam Clay. And when Fresh Cup of Joel goes live, you can talk to them about the Clay Clan. It's a group that they created on Discord to bring all the potters together, our community here. And then a couple months ago, they started a challenge, a weekly challenge. So that's a really cool endeavor if you would like to do that challenge as well.
Yeah, there's like what, 10?
Yeah, I think so.
Like 10 challenges on there?
Yeah. We have a couple entries.
Oh yeah, we're on there.
You know?
Hashtag Clay Clan Challenge.
Yeah, you can check that out on
You
YouTube
said that
though.
hashtag on YouTube. Hashtag Clay Clan Challenge.
Yeah. there's anybody in the chat with the link to the Discord that wants to share it, I think that would be fine to share. But I would say if you want more info, check out Fresh Cup of Joel. He goes live pretty often. I don't have the direct link or anything. I'm not even, like, we don't really use Discord. I'm not really sure how it works. So, I'm not sure how to invite people. Gotta hit them up. Unless there's somebody in the chat that would like to extend that.
Shirley said hi. Maria Del Lourdes said hi.
Hello, guys.
Faiz Alam said hi. Ship said, you might be selected for a Gryffindor team.
Gryffindor. I did once do a random, it was like a chocolate or something, huh? What was that, like a Hershey's chocolate during Halloween? And I did get Gryffindor.
Everybody got Gryffindor.
No. Would you be in Gryffindor?
Probably not.
Probably not. What, straight Slytherin?
No. Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. Oh, it's because you're so smart.
Probably Gryffindor though.
Gryffindor?
Man, it's been a minute since we watched that.
Man, I would love to do that. Although we did watch what's the name of the movie? Why can't I think of it?
What?
The Da Vinci Code is what we watched last night. Wow. Absolutely mind explosion, right? And there's a prequel that we should watch. I would like to watch that at any point. But man, go down the Harry Potter rabbit hole. I guess like that's kind of like a Halloween thing, huh? Like what time of the year? They have like a lot of Christmas episodes. I should say Christmas themed movies. Themed? How do I say that? Alright, this is the last one.
Got Sylvia said hello from Romania.
Oh wow. Very cool. Romania.
And he said I remember playing the Da Vinci Code on PS2.
Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright. Let's see. We have a chuck here. I would like to put some water on it, but I think it's not very a little bit of water so it sticks to our chamois.
I said I watched Halloween Town lately.
Oh my gosh, the Disney one?
That's classic.
Yeah, that is classic, huh? Literally like the only scene I can remember, and I swear it's from like Halloween Town 2, is like when the socks go missing. You remember that? And then all like the missing socks from the dryer end up in like one place. I think
But
it's
that one on Goosebumps where the girl like puts the mask
Oh
on
my god, that one's so scary.
and becomes like a monster. That one.
Jeez, that one.
They probably should not have done that one.
That is straight up like,
Remember Wishbone?
no.
You don't know Wishbone?
No, I don't.
Wishbone was like a little dog. Like solved mysteries.
Solve mysteries?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think he had a briefcase.
That was like his thing? He had a briefcase?
No, I'm not
Oh.
sure if that's like
Huh.
just some part of my memory for some reason. It might be like in the intro.
Hmm. Oh, they're saying Ben's live right now too. Hell yeah.
Someone's gotta make the pots, guys.
Hello to Ben from another world. Across the YouTube galaxy.
Huge shout out to Ben. We got some pots going. Heading Ben's way.
Hell yeah.
Eventually. Not
It's
sure.
still
Maybe
good?
maybe it didn't.
Hopefully we're still live.
Should have put it on airplane mode. Shout out to Joey and yeah, definitely shout out to them.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Vice versa. Go check out Ben Wolf Pottery. Anyone out there? Funny dude. Good pots. Looks like we got chainsaw in the horizontal. Here, let's see. Starving said I just popped over to Ben's live to say hi, and he said, "Are they talking about me?" I wish there was a way that we could make it all happen horizontal and be chilling together. I just don't really know that quite yet. But
So we're trimming up the base plates.
we are. These guys just get rounded. The glaze happens on this bottom area, so I just need to trim off this corner and smooth it out. These should go by pretty fast. Mandy said for 4th of July, because Murica and Jazz watched The Hurt Locker. Do you know that one?
Where's the message?
Oh, it's in horizontal.
Oh, and all the jazz we watched the Hurt Locker so good. Love military movies, nice. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
It's the one where it's I can't remember the guy's name. Jeremy Renner maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner. He was in a recent accident. This actor, you probably recognize his face. He got like run over by a snow machine and almost died.
Holy crap. That's the most scary thing I heard in a minute.
Yeah, the Hurt Locker's the one where he's like a bomb guy. He like puts on that big suit, you know? You know, they have those bomb guys.
Bomb guy, big
And
suit.
they wear like this giant suit, like
Yeah.
they walk up to a bomb to defuse it.
Jeez, okay. I don't know the movie though, I guess. I understand what you're saying, that kind of person, but huh.
Yeah, we watched a couple American movies.
The Sandlot?
Yeah.
What else?
Classic. Gotta watch The Sandlot around the
Go
corner.
on for sure. Mandy said Discord does video calls. Maybe we could do a Discord. I mean, it would have to be like a whole thing. It would just like would be so nice if OBS or YouTube had like a easy something, but we know Ben's out there working really hard. We're working really hard. We're all trying to make a living out of this stuff.
Ship said, how about a Q&A session?
Q&A set. Ask away anytime anybody has any questions. Go for
I
it.
got it queued up. I just don't want to like put it out there because it actually scares people away when I ask them to ask a question.
Oh yeah, it does. That's so weird, huh?
They don't want to be told or asked anything. We got Pat in the vertical.
Pat.
Oh yeah, nice. Actually,
Hmm.
no. We got Pat in the vertical stream. Are you making an ashtray?
We are making base plates for our hanging planter. It's kind of hidden back here, but it has a top dome and a base plate. So we already did all of our domes. We're just trimming up our base plates. We have a couple of them to process, and we're gonna make a few more. We do really need to make some ashtrays, though. I think that's a good product that we could definitely make. Here, Pat did have a question that I'm missing. I think. Let's see. Maybe it was.
Do you biscuit chucks? Is that
We do. That was it. Yeah. We do not bisque our chucks. They're just green.
That's it. Have you ever made a bomb?
We've made pipes. We have some downstairs that need to get glazed so that we can put them on the website. We have this video about making 3 different types of pipes. It's definitely a really popular video. People really like that one. Stormy said, I love Wishbone.
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, I'm And you guys, I'm sorry I missed a bunch of that. I'm trying to keep up
I love
and.
these little costumes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta look that up then, huh? We gotta watch a little clip. I never knew that one. That's crazy.
Anything to say about Jeremy Renner? He was in the hospital for a very long time. Relearned how to walk and live life.
Jeez, that is so crazy.
Life giving a second chance. Very scary experience. So glad he's still here to tell the story.
Seriously, wow. That's insane.
Julia, the vertical stream, said, what was the cork you were using to study?
So people sell this piece, they call them like spinners, but it's just like anything that you can push, anything that has a larger surface area that when you're trimming, you can push down right in the center and it disperses your pressure. So instead of just pushing down right in the middle, sometimes this amount of pressure could create a dip in your piece. And then also sometimes it's uncomfortable. But having just any item that you can put on top of it to disperse your surface area is really useful. And people do sell this in a way where it's two pieces and the top piece doesn't move. This is literally just a cork, like a cork topper from a jar that I really like to use. So we use this to apply pressure. If I were to start trimming this without any pressure, the whole piece would just slide.
Have you ever a word terracotta? It's an ancient bowl made of clay.
We know about terracotta for sure. We don't have any low fire clay in our studio right now. Everything we have does fire to cone 6. Oops, see, we got a little bit of a. That's okay. We'll just center it back up.
Pat said, have you ever considered you may be inhaling PM 2.5 particles from pottery? This could lead to chronic obstruction, pulmonary disease, and or asthma. These conditions can spiral into many issues.
I mean, yeah, I think about it all the time. And we do everything we can to prevent, major clay dust. But I mean, I'm not sure if you're referring to the chucks with the comment or just in general. It's probably the most, it's definitely the most dangerous part of being a potter is the possible silica and clay poisoning that your body could have. So anytime we have to clean the studio, we make sure that, the floor is pretty wet and we're not dry sweeping. You don't want to dust anything up into the air. And then we have respirators that we use when we're creating glazes, when we're deep cleaning for sure. This is another way. I put a chamois on the chuck, so that creates that non-slip surface. So when that gets a little, and I'm missing a lot in the horizontal here. I'm sorry, guys.
Shout out to Pat in the vertical stream. Said, protect yourselves, king and queen. Wear N95 masks with PM 2.5 protection.
Yes, we definitely have them. Anytime that we need them, we wear them. Thank you, thank you. That goes for everybody out there.
Much love. Appreciate you looking out for us. We do operate as safely as possible.
Yes.
Let's see. Try to go. Oh, we got Miri in the chat.
Miri.
And we got Trick Shot.
Let's go Trick Shot and your head. How are we today?
Very nice. Is it difficult to throw off the hump? I never got around to learning about that.
It is definitely trickier than just throwing. I'll tell you that. It's a learning curve, but at the end of the day, it can make production a lot easier, a lot faster.
Oh,
You don't think so?
I think I disagree. I think actually, it depends who you are. I think throwing off the hump is easier.
Yeah? I think, once you get the hang of it, it is. That is easier. It's really awesome. There's just the learning curve, but I mean, that's with kind of everything, right? You gotta practice to be good at it. Yeah, that's why I think we're gonna try to move to throwing the whisk holders off the hump. I was getting like a lot of extra splash from these trimmings onto the ground, and if we can keep as much on the table as possible, we can save all of this clay. So let's see.
Shout out to Miri, said hi everyone, hope you are all doing great. 100%.
Thank you, Mirror. What's your number today, Mirror?
Trick Shot said hi.
Hi.
What's up, Trick?
Any numbers in the chat, y'all?
Starting on said, have you ever made your own slip casts?
We have made molds before, and we have done slip casting. It's been a couple years. We actually do have a project that needs to be created soon. One of our friends, a fellow vendor in Florida, reached out to us to like slip cast and make a mold of her grandmother's cookies that had passed away. So we actually have some cookies over here that we have to make molds of, and we're gonna make a two-part press mold. That's the plan.
Wanting to do it on stream though, but like Pat was just talking about, since we're gonna be making the mold out of plaster, we're gonna have to be in a more ventilated space.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that outside.
Yeah, probably outside. And when you work with plaster, you want to make sure that it's pretty much like nowhere near your clay. Keep everything separated, so we don't want any cross-contamination. Plaster does not belong in a kiln. Could cause very bad explosions, so.
You say he's a 9 today.
Same, man. What about you, Trick Shot?
Let's see, we're 1 hour, 14 minutes in the stream.
Nice.
Episode 122. We're live on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. 2 streams on YouTube. If you're watching in the Shorts vertical feed, why don't you head over to the other stream on our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel, go to the live section.
Come on over.
And click the live stream that says episode 122. We're about an hour and 15 minutes away from 4 o'clock.
Nice.
We're gonna take a small break around that time.
And you'll want to be in horizontal for that. Mandy said still a solid 13. Let's go. Trick Shot with a 7.5. Not too bad. We gotta bump those numbers up. Let's go, Mandy. Hi, lovelies. Welcome to SCC. Glad to have you join the Swan fam. If you want to treat yourselves or others, remember the code livestream for 15% off. Let's go. That's right. Real products for real people. Here's the site. Drop in the site link. Thank you for repping us as always, Mandy. If you do find us through YouTube, through Rumble, through Twitch, you can use the code livestream for 15% off. Any order, unlimited amount of times. It's all you. All right, nice. One more, we're gonna punch these holes into the sides, and then we're gonna lay out some clay, start throwing. Finally, right guys?
5's not bad. But I think we'll be making trick shot smug today.
Yes. Maybe we'll bump you up a couple numbers there, trick shot.
It'll be the first piece we throw.
Yes.
You did say actually 10 because you're streaming.
Oh.
Starving Artist did say, I've only made one slip cast before, and I want to remake a better version soon. It's of a plain cowboy boot, so I can make intricate designs with underglazes.
Oh, cool. How big is it? Alright, that's what we're going for here. Just 2 holes in the center. Here's the cookies. That's like, got a couple custom orders that we have to bust out probably this weekend. Finish up Gigi's order. These custom hanging planters with wire meshes, and then we have Rosie's cookies. Nice. All right, next up. Starving said after being fired, it's around 5 inches tall.
This guy's such a loser, dude.
Oh no, we got a loser in the chat?
No.
Oh, what? No.
The guy at the Lies Pottery.
Oh, uh-oh. Why are you still talking about that?
Yeah, I know. We're meeting up and it's like, oh, bro.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Is there something that...
He's just #1 in bench job.
Oh, really?
He's got the #1 badge. Talk about making matcha bowls.
Really?
Could you imagine? Manny did say, I always love to pump up the jam and the fam. Wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
Thank you.
She's shy. Starving Artist said, after being fired, it's about 5 inches tall.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Can you, I'm thinking, 5 inches tall is, okay, these are 5 inches. 5 inches tall, cowboy boot. Are they like, could you like make it into like a cup? That'd be kind of cool.
So yeah, we got a pretty interesting order to make these cookies.
Yeah. That's very true.
And they're like next up to be made pretty much.
Yes, they are.
So at some point, maybe even next week, we'll kind of be doing this thing. We're gonna make a mold of these cookies
Mm-hmm.
and then produce some. How many did we making?
I think she wants a total of 6, so I'll probably make, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 10, and probably have to make one and see what it looks like, straight up, just like so that we know what the glaze looks like and if she likes it, and then make the rest of them. There's like no time frame for completion. It's a personal thing that she really wants, and she understands that it'll take time. So I think if we make one fully kind of and like get the gist of it, then we can make the rest of them for her. see if she likes the product. Let's see. Chuck goes over here. We have 2 chucks over here. That's not the main chuck that we use though. I like to keep them green because I feel like oftentimes we end up needing to make a new one, just kind of like on the whim. So I don't want to have a ton of bisqued chucks that like are the wrong size. I'd rather just have them available to reclaim whenever we need to. I guess we're gonna weigh out some clay here. We're gonna start with Trick Shot's mug, if he's still chilling here. 12-ounce mug. We're gonna make like 4 of them because we actually do have another order for a 12-ounce mug. So let's make a bunch of them. So they're 1 pound, 4 ounces. I think I have a couple 1 pound balls here, so let's just add 4 ounces to these guys and wedge them back up. Yes.
We got Cadence in the vertical stream.
Oh, hey. How are you today, Cadence?
And he said, I've seen people use the cowboy boot piece as a planter.
Ooh, yeah.
A girl I watch put it on the back of her desk as a love towards Nashville.
Oh, cute.
With the Trisha Yearwood CDs and an apple pie candle.
An apple pie
Because apple pie screams the South. I love it so much though.
candle. That's really cool. Yeah, I think it's fun. Like, slip casting is really cool if you do a lot of decorations. Like, that's really nice. Or you have something super intricate. Or if you want to create the same thing over and over again, have it exactly the same. There's definitely a use in the world for slip casting. I think that's really cool.
Kaden said, what are we making today?
We're gonna start off making some mugs, one of which is going to Trick Shot. And then we're gonna make some base plates, again, for our hanging planters because we didn't get to finish. And we're gonna go into making some bowls, some matcha whisk holders. Kinda got a lot to do and I'm pretty excited. I'm feeling really good. How are you feeling today? 1 out of 10, Cadence. What's your number? We're gonna start off making our curvy wide mug. So before you guys saw us make the curvy tall mug, let's see. I want to keep these covered up, so I'm gonna pop them back in the bag right here. Nice. Oh man, my apron is definitely needs washed. It is covered in clay. Breaking out Leah's apron. Shout out Leah Bobia for making these dope aprons for us. Let's see. 1 pound, 4 ounces. What I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna use this one. Get a bat on our wheel. Secured. Just clean up my mess a little bit. Done. All right, I'm actually drinking out of one of these. This is our 16 ounce, Kirby wide. Feeling the coffee jitters a little bit. That's okay. Definitely shouldn't have more than 1 cup a day, and I had 2, so maybe stop that. Let's get this nice and centered. Pat said, how cool that the apron has your logo on it. Yes, Leah made these for us. We have 2 of them. One lives in the glaze area. The other one, this is actually the one that lives over in, I guess, the glaze making area, right? Like the chemical area. But mine, the cloth one or the canvas one that I use typically for throwing is, I tried to put it on just now, it's covered in clay and I didn't want to breathe that in, so definitely needs fixed up, needs cleaned. All right. Collar our walls in, compress. Extra compression on the bottom here.
Cadence is a, sorry, that's just a little solid 7.
7.
Cadence said, I'm upset I missed yesterday's stream.
Oh.
I did go back and watch it and find everything sweet.
Very
I
cool.
actually tried contacting me, unfortunately. Never got any messages. Oh no.
Oh no, I double checked the text message number that you gave us and it was correct, and I thought, you know, maybe I should have emailed you just in case like a number got misplaced. I'm sorry. Coming under here, catching the bevel. Start to kind of shape this up. I'm gonna bring this up and over. Compress our rim. Pulling our bevel out. One more pull, shaping our mug up and around. There, it's coming together. Grab a tool here, like this one, underneath the piece. I want it to be a little bit wider here. It's a wide mug, right? Just drop that bevel down a little bit. Find our profile again. There it is. What do you think? She shrinks, for sure. £1 4 ounces for a 12-ounce mug. Clean that up, the edge. Quick wire all the way through. We're gonna make 4 of them, and the best one's going to trick shot. What do you think, sir?
Me?
No trick shot.
Oh.
Young man. but also Nick. Spot on.
Short, curvy, 12 ounce.
Yep. You got it. All right, next up. Thank you, Mandy, for dropping Leah's link. Appreciate that. I'm sure if anybody reached out to Leah and wanted an apron, she'd be more than happy to help you out. She also makes jewelry. She has some little glaze beads of ours that she's made into earrings that are available for purchase on her YouTube posts. Compression. Mandy said BRB. Trickshot said mug looks great. Can't wait for it when I get it. Aw. We're so excited to send it to you. Thank you again.
Much love, Trickshot. Hope you get a lot of use out of it too. Kate said, what's the funkiest thing y'all make?
And jewelry fountain's pretty funky. I don't know if you want to grab that one from downstairs that just came out.
Got the double one right next to you.
Oh my god, you're right. Where is that? It's up there. Let's see. So this is the jewelry fountain. It's a single piece throne, 3-tiered dish that is great for anything, but my favorite part is you can just like put your earrings right on it. You can put your jewelry, your rings right on the top, necklaces all around it. And then we do make one, it's not available on the site yet, we just have to take pictures, but this is the upgraded version. So it comes with a base platter, and then the jewelry fountain, we add this rim on the bottom for the upgraded version. And then you have a 4-tiered jewelry fountain with a hidden cache, so you can keep the secrets in there. But this is our sunrise glaze. So I think this one is the funkiest one, I think. It's the coolest one. So Irving said, gotta go take care of some errands. Hopefully I can join y'all when I'm finished. If not, I'll see you next stream.
Much love, Starvin.
Thank you, Starvin.
Yep. If we don't do any special pop-up stream tomorrow, I don't think we will, but who knows? And we'll definitely be back next Tuesday. But we'll be streaming for a few more hours here today. About 3 more hours here, but appreciate you hanging out in the chat here today. And take care.
Definitely.
Mandy said, that's a Corby YouTube short.
Awesome.
I'm starting to make a mug collection, so every morning of the week I can have a different mug.
Those are super cool. I've seen some really cool other potters that have really beautiful mug collections too. I think that's a really fun idea. Who else's mug are you gonna get? Or what do you already have? Trickshot said, can I put the mug in the dishwasher? Yes, you can. Definitely. We say to hand wash just because I don't know what the detergent is that's in those pods really, but we run all of our stuff in the dishwasher. It's 100% good. and the microwave. They're microwave safe as well. Candace said that's super cute, definitely very funky. Thank you. Nice. Oh, I like the emojis, Mandy. Diamond fountain. Jewelry fountain. Nice. I'll tell you what, I did realize that we didn't give it a little swirly on the inside, and there's no way I'm missing that step. Get that double a little wider. Bring this in, come on over. Nice. Like this tool here. It's like a little finger. All the way out, a little swirly. Wire it off. I'm gonna pop this one back on and make sure. Maybe I'll just look inside. No, it definitely actually just has swirls already, finger swirls. That's awesome. Kaden said, y'all get my name right 75% of the time, which is much better than most medical professionals I deal with. Cadence. Hopefully that is right, cadence. And we always correct ourselves if we mess it up, but it happened with Leah, like, for way too long. We kept saying Leia, because all I could think was Star Wars.
It's a favorite day to throw, and if you were a normal person looking out on your site or something to buy, which would catch your eye? Looking for a few answers from both of you.
Oh, snap.
Favorite thing to throw, and if you were a normal person.
A normal person? Am I not a normal person?
No, like someone other than
yeah.
yourself,
That's funny. Okay.
looking at the site for something to buy. What would catch your eye? Looking for answers from both.
Favorite thing to throw? I mean, it's hard, and I said this last time too, it's like it changes for sure. I really like making mugs. I really like throwing mug bodies. Not so much handles, but I like just throwing mug bodies. The jewelry fountain is really fun to throw too. If I was on the site looking at it from an outside point of view, I mean, I think first I do think the jewelry fountain would catch my eye because it's something I've never seen anywhere else. And then, man, I wish we had the cheese plate up there because the cheese plate's so good too. I would say cheese plate. Cheese plate and jewelry fountain. All right, Nick, your turn. It's a hard question.
Mini jars, you get some satisfaction of throwing because you can bust out a lot.
Yeah, for
Right
sure.
off the hump.
Right.
A lot easier. You don't have to weigh out the clay.
Yeah.
Pretty much just throw a bunch on there. If I was on a site, I would say. I don't know. You know, we designed the hanging planner from just our own imagination. I'm proud about that. Looking at it, I'm not sure. That's what I would say.
It's a hard
Stein,
question
actually,
for sure.
Stein.
Oh, Stein? Yeah, for sure.
That's probably what I would buy.
Mandy, what do you think? What's your favorite item on the site? Mandy said good answer, but which Stein is the question? Which size Stein is the question? You picking the Kinder Krug? You're going big,
Why would
big
you
boy.
do Kinder Krug?
Because it's so cute.
I don't do espresso
yeah.
or shots, so
If you were to buy one.
I don't have any use for a 3 ounce.
Right.
I'd probably get a 16 and a 24. Switch it up. 32 is like unnecessarily big, unless it's like that recent order we had for like the lidded one with the straw ball.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It'd be at your desk. Chilling,
That's
and you got
cool.
that. That's a transfer.
Definitely cool.
But we bust through some of these highs. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. How many highs? Alright, this is for you, Vert.
Chalovic said hi. Huh? Said hi. Antonio Torres Soler said hi. The guy whose name I can't say said cool show.
Thank you.
Nazra said hi. Priyan said hi. Eric said hi. Julie said hi. We got Learn in the chat, said hello.
Oh, what's up, Learn?
And Zenalia said hi. Something like that.
Hello to all of y'all in the Vert. You want to be a part of the real conversation? Come on over to the horizontal, that other stream that we have on our homepage.
The 16 ounce Stein
Yeah,
is like perfect for like eating.
eating.
Honestly, you
Some
can
soups.
fit like perfect amount of soup in there.
Yeah, I agree.
But the 24, I would probably get because I drink a lot of water and stuff. Like when
Yeah,
I drink a lot of water right there, probably like a gallon.
yeah, true.
So I can eat a big cup. Lynn said, please make one big pot the size of a UFO. I need to hide in the pot so my math teacher won't find me.
Oh my god. The real question is, what's actually the size of a UFO? Because it could be super small.
We got Lydia in the chat.
Lydia! Good day. Mandy said, I feel like a 24 ounce is perfect for her. Personally. And then Pat said, I don't know, Mandy. The 30 ounce Stein holds 2 beers with foam, just saying.
Yeah. Well, we got him in 16, 24, and 32.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, 16 ounces is a pint.
Yeah.
But they do sell cans in 24.
True.
And 24 is 12 ounces, right?
Yeah?
But the 32 is 2 16s.
Yeah.
So if you plan on putting that sort of beverage in there,
Yeah, I'm actually super excited to
2 pints in the 32.
oh yeah, take our Stein to the Renaissance Fair next time we go. That'll be really, really fun.
And you said 24 is just the right amount for 3 glasses.
Mm.
Any bigger could melt your ice, and if you had a cold drink, but big enough, then you don't have to refill your drink as fast as a normal 8 to 16 ounce.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, every time I study, I stay in your YouTube live. That's somewhat peaceful.
Oh, that's awesome. Definitely study hard. Think about your future person. What would they want you to do right now? One more mug. Center. How are we feeling today, Lydia? What's it like out there? Right in the center here, we're gonna open this up. Some compression down here on the bottom. Ooh, we got a hot take from Mandy. Can you read that one for me?
Said, I may be biased, but the pet bowls, for personal reasons, was the first piece I helped contribute to.
Oh.
Last year you had asked about my cat and what his bowl situation was. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do. For sure. With 15 and everything. That was cool. It's been really fun being able to, you know, collaborate with the community here with y'all. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we're making pieces for you guys, for other people too. And it's like, we gotta know what your situation is like. That's awesome, you have that memory, Mandy.
I said, woohoo, my advancer shells got here today.
Oh my god, stop. That makes me so jealous. One day. Are you gonna kiln wash them still or no? The advancer shells are this, I don't know, this alien technology straight up that they've figured out. Lightweight shelves for your kiln. And they never warp. They're made of like some kind of stone, I'm not sure. Maybe Pat can explain it. Sheila has some too. And you don't have to kiln wash them. If glaze drips on them, it just pops right off. Straight magic. Pat said no, I use alumina in my wax. Oh, very cool. That's super smart. You can put alumina powder in your wax and wax the bottom of your pieces, and then when it fires, the wax evaporates, if the wax evaporates out, or I guess burns away, and the aluminum powder stays in there and creates a divide between the piece and the kiln shelf. So if there was any glaze dripping, it would drip onto the aluminum powder and not the shelf itself. I'd love to hear more about that technique, Pat, if you have anything to share. That's really cool. Oh yeah, porcelain will pluck on them sometimes. Oh, that's annoying. Plucking is when the foot of your piece gets stuck onto the shelf and then it ends up like ripping off and creating a really rough edge. It doesn't look nice.
Here's a list of names.
Mm-hmm.
She'll give dimensions.
Yeah.
For people.
Mm-hmm.
But for SEC as its own thing, the jury found as a starter, especially in purple things.
Yes.
They just asked how many tattoos you have.
Who asked?
Cadence.
Cadence. 4, I would say. What about you, Nick?
2.
2.
Learn said, degree is just an entry ticket to a company. I believe in my skills. If I do an internship, there are a lot of American companies, but there is heavy competition. After 1 year, I will attend interviews.
There you go.
I told my mom about your YouTube channel, and she remembers her village life.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting. Yeah, definitely skill and networking, but honestly, just take advantage of everything you can at every point in your life. Learn as much as you can. All right, nice. These look good. think I am gonna throw this first one back on and just give it a little swirl. I'm looking at it now compared to the other ones. I just want it all, I have it all matched. There we go. All right, 4 mugs down, one of which is going to Trick Shot Ceramics. Shout out Trick Shot. Appreciate you, man.
You left passerby in the verbal stream.
Hey, what's up, man?
Said g'day, Swan City.
G'day.
I'm doing the laundry and found some lights when checking the pocket. I'll leave a couple with you guys.
That's funny. We appreciate the spare legs. Good, sir.
Much love, passerby.
Alright, I should have done a head count here, but how many large base plates do I have? 1, 2, 3, and I need a total of 7. So let's weigh out some more clay here. Alright, 1 pound, 8 ounces for each base plate. I'm making 4 more.
Pretty fast message here. It says, pretty simple.
Yes.
Just add a small amount of aluminum hydrate to the wax. I usually mix some in an old glaze jar. So I still have wax without aluminum.
Yes.
You don't need much. Also put food color in the wax so I can see after it dries.
Yes, I've heard of that for sure.
Andy said, don't hurt me for removing my own message, Nick. I asked a question, didn't fully read it, answered my own question.
Oh my gosh. The deletion wars. I remember. Just trying to like wake the clay up a little bit by smashing it. Get the particles moving around. I'll wedge this together.
So can you tell me about a piece that failed but taught you something?
Oh, many of stories. You have a good one for that one, Nick? I feel like, that's a great question.
Every single one of them?
Yeah. Well, there's so many ways that we still improve our pieces. Most recently, it was our mugs. We set to make sure that we had a standard 12 and 16 ounce mug. So you could say that a bunch of the mugs before, were failed pieces, and these are like the new piece, but even then it's not really a failed piece.
I mean, just like when the kiln broke down, taught us how
Very
to
true.
replace, how to fix it, repair it.
Yeah, very true.
When a glaze destroyed all the kiln shells.
Yes.
To do the glazes different and better.
Yes. We had one time we opened the kiln and every single glazed piece, all the glaze was next to the piece and not on the piece anymore.
He said, I'm sure those 100+ juicers had some lessons.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for sure. Lots of lessons.
Yeah, we threw away about, I don't even want to tell you.
Yeah,
That was when we had the glaze issue.
and the kiln issue.
Yeah, pretty much everything went wrong during the said order. But we got it all done on the day.
We sure did. Somehow. Thank God.
Even our stamp person,
Oh my God, that's right.
there was some kind of storm. Crazy.
Oh my God, I forgot about that part.
CJ said if you put a cookie,
Mm-hmm.
a fired flat slab under a piece, it helps to prevent plucking.
True, very true. It's kind of difficult to put cookies under every single piece that you're going to create though, Then it becomes like more of a nuisance than a plus. Pat's had been there, done that with the glaze leaving the pots. Yeah. Right now I'm dealing with this. We're dealing with a issue with our swamp juice. Our layering isn't liking each other like it usually does. So we're like, okay, what is the answer? I think definitely have some solutions in the works, so that'll be next up. Ceramics is full of troubleshooting, I'll tell you that much.
It's just coming out looking like really dramatic.
Super
And
dramatic.
it doesn't really look like the image.
Right. Which people expect.
So we kind of send them the people a picture like, hey, this is how your piece came out, sort of, and then they mostly like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it actually looks really cool. It's almost too cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's too,
exactly.
it's like very variable, whatever the word I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. They're all coming out looking like very unique and dramatic and different, not exactly like the photos, but we want them to be as alike as possible. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the consistency within it. Pat said my biggest lesson was my kiln sitter failed. I was tired and went to bed, just knowing the kiln would shut off. The next morning it was still on high. So all the pieces, were they all melted together? Oh my good goodness.
What's that glazed catastrophe forum or whatever? It's on Facebook or something?
Oh yeah, there's I don't know the catastrophe one off the top of my head. There's a Facebook, it's like Facebook page for kiln ceramic fails. And that's a scary, scary place to look. Jeez. Pat says ceramics is definitely a humbling profession. Man, it's so hard when you know something is supposed to be a certain way and it comes out and it's not, and you're like, why? What did I do wrong? Like, how did it happen? You have to retrace your steps. That's why notes are really important as well.
Got Sheila in the chat.
Sheila, hello.
Said, never trust clay given to you without testing. Friend gave me 50 pounds of white stoneware and he assured me I made 20 printed dragonfly pieces, opened the kiln before a show, every piece melted ruined.
Oh my god, it was a low fire clay and she high fired it. That is so devastating. Maybe said, me not reading chat before typing my own. Someone take this wrench away from me. Never. Pat said a few pieces did survive. The glaze wasn't pretty. Man.
Learning the verbal, they say, what is your best advice for someone who wants to start a business like yours, especially for youngsters in the country? How do you find design ideas when you're making clay?
That's a great question for Nick.
Just do your own thing and try not to look around too much. Stay in your own lane.
Definitely.
Create your own lane, create your own path. Set out to leave a mark and do something different. They said when I was in school days, I failed 2 or 3 times in mock tests in math. But in the final exams I passed. Sometimes we can learn from our failures, how to do the
100%.
best.
Have to learn from your failures. That's why they're not failures. Alright, I'm gonna grab a 7-inch reading here. That's what we're going for. Looks like we got Eric in the chat. Oh, Pat said that's why I don't do kiln share. Yeah, we if we do kiln share, we always make sure we know the clay and the glazes, the branding that people will be using, and sometimes we have to deny people.
Yeah, someone hit us up actually in the past couple of weeks, and they were like, I have this wild clay that I processed, and it's totally whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like, man, just can't do that.
Yeah, can't risk it. We
But
don't have
are,
another option.
But we are firing some pieces for
Mhm.
one of our local friends here.
Shout
And,
out Danielle.
Danielle, and also they're using our glazes too.
Yeah,
So
that'll be really cool.
Cool to see.
On Laguna Speckled Buff, I think is what it is. So that'll be cool to find out. Eric said, Sheila, that's so sad to hear. What temp did the clay company recommend for the stoneware? I think she said it was a gifted some bags of clay. That sucks.
That's a good advice, Nick. Also be driven and don't listen to the naysayers, 100%. That's
100%.
I also have to, if you're really going to set out to do this, you're going to have to work harder than just having someone just tell you what to do.
Yep.
Just showing up, wearing your outfit, and just doing what you're told. You're going to have to create a schedule. You're going to have to be every employee inside of this business.
Mhm. That's pretty much any business that you set to create.
And you're going to have to work.
Extra hard, for sure. Sheila said, was low fired, lost every piece and all shelves.
Jeez.
Oh my god, yeah. That's a big investment. It's a big loss.
They did say clay was in a bag, not a box. Really good, experienced potter felt awful.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Because he was switching to dark clay.
Ugh. Had the extra clay. Man. You weren't able to grind the shelves and like salvage. I mean, it's a lot of work to do something like that too. And that just sucks, man.
We got like a few shells.
They're warped beyond belief.
They're really warped and
Glaze
pretty
covered.
much cracked halfway down the middle,
Yeah.
covered in glaze.
I almost just want to crack the shelves in half and use them as half shelves, but they're just like why, man? It sucks. Not all kiln shelves are created equally. That was the lesson that we learned.
Yeah. Also, pretty much had the kiln running back to back to back.
Yeah.
When the pots go into the boxes, they're still hot. Okay. Hot out of the kiln, right in your box.
Off the breast, yeah, right.
Pretty much.
Seriously, man. Took those things out of the kiln, boxed them up same day. Like it's pretty wild.
About 20 minutes away from 4 o'clock.
Is that right? All right, let's try to get these base plates finished before lunch break. I would love that, guys. But we got 3 more to do, so let's bust these out. Yeah, I see some like Facebook Marketplace, listings sometimes, and it's just for like people's extra clay or glazes, and it's definitely sketchy to be like, yeah, I'll take your extra chemicals or anything. But
Got Gail in the chat.
Gail, hello.
Did you see the message I left about a minute before your stream started?
No, like in the chats?
No, probably not. I would have
No.
seen it in the chat.
Message I left about a minute before she started. No.
Jill said, make what you love and what you're interested. When you do what you love, it doesn't seem like work.
That's great advice. People see your passion too. They know that you put yourself into it. And that shines through. Yeah, I think that's why people like the jewelry fountain so much as well, because it comes from a place of like true inspiration. We have a fountain in the middle of the main park here in Lakeland, and that's what it was kind of modeled after. And
That little guy on the desk.
what?
Yeah, I updated the webcam because it wasn't working, and then it was working. But then I didn't hook it up through the OBS thing, so no cat cam today, unfortunately.
What?
Oh, it said yes in chat. Oh man. Huh. No, I didn't see it.
Man, what'd she say? I was waiting for a telemed visit, and I said I'd see you later. And this is
Aw.
later. Oh, I'm sorry we missed that. I don't know why we didn't get that one, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, hope everything went well with your visit.
Definitely.
No, yeah, when we set the stream up, pretty much took 5 minutes, and then try to get it all organized.
Yeah.
Pull up the YouTube thing so I can
See
monitor
everything.
the chat just in case.
Yeah. Get all the mics hooked up. Get the cameras ready.
Pop a couple cameras on, it'll be.
Oh,
Shout out to John Michael for subscribing.
let's go.
Let's see, we're 2 hours, 9 minutes in.
Yeah?
Probably about halfway, maybe.
Nice. About 4? Almost 4?
About 20 minutes away.
Nice. Man, guys, the reclaim situation is getting a little out of control. Might have to maybe find a couple pillowcases. Sacrifice a couple pillowcases or sheets.
Yeah, and I think we're going to power down the mobile vertical
For lunch.
for like maybe a half hour while we take our break. And I guess there's this thing where I can set it up to where when that stream ends, whoever's watching that stream will be able to click and head over to this other
Yes.
stream. So maybe someone will come up, we'll see.
That'd be really cool.
I don't think they'll leave their feet. They'll keep scrolling, but maybe.
Maybe. Kaden said, oh my gosh, how cute and tiny. Everyone needs a little guy in their life. Pat did say to Sheila, that's one reason I don't even have low fire clay in my studio. Only mid fire, no chance of mistakes.
Yeah,
That's solid for sure.
that'd be an easy mistake to make.
Oh my gosh, definitely scary. I mean, I've seen it in the community studios because you're supposed to, it's your job to put your piece on the correct shelf. And if you're a student and you don't know any better, or it wasn't explained to you properly, you put your piece on the wrong shelf, man. I've watched the studio tech be inside of a kiln, right, sitting down, chipping away at a pod that's stuck to the inside of the kiln brick. Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it took us a while to formulate a way to organize the glaze making setup too.
Yeah, and it's so nice now.
to mix up all those chemicals, you know?
Definitely.
Shout out to Mandy, said, hope you two are doing good in this heat, or okay in this heat, especially doing a labor-intensive job such as this. I know my AC is only keeping up so much. 90 feels like 108. I know you have lunch soon, so stay hydrated and keep the air flowing.
Oh, thank you. Definitely have the AC on, I think. I mean, it feels really good right now. It's not very hot. And a trick that we do in the house, too, to help is, like, we'll close all the vents that we're not using. So it's not circulating in the rooms that we're not currently in. I mean...
That's the secret, guys. Before we start the stream up, we do close all the other vents so the AC just pumps into the studio.
Yeah.
It does get hot in here. With all the camera equipment. The brightest LCD lights available. RGB.
The RGB, we have some RGB for sure. It pops really if we have a late night stream.
Well, in the summer, the stream it's not even dark out.
You're right. It gets so dark during like the winter, huh? Definitely like by 5 or 6, we have to pop on a second light.
No, we were streaming at 8 o'clock the other day. It was not even dark.
You're right. That's nuts. I take that for granted, and man, I love it when the days are long. I really do. All right, one more base plate here.
Let me read this. Mandy, shout out to Little Guy as well. Pat said angle grinder for the win in those cases.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an oscillation.
That's not good enough though.
It's not good enough for the,
Mandy said you guys make shot glasses.
We do make 2 versions of a 3-ounce cup. We have an espresso cup, and we have a Kinderkrug, which is like a mini stein. And we have our condiment cup, which is also 3 ounces, could be used for a shot glass.
Yeah, we do have espresso cups.
They come with a saucer.
3 ounce, and then 3 ounce Kinderkrug, which means child's cup. That would be my, that's what I would say. If you wanted a shot glass,
Yeah, the Kinderkrug is really cute.
It's got a little handle on it.
We had some, but they sell really quick. So like we were at a market, we had like 3, and they were the first things to sell. All the steins sold first. Mandy said, come over to horizontal and I'll give you the link.
And it's an indoor temp 80. Turn on the oven for dinner, feel like a crime.
Oh my god, yeah. That's tough for sure. Got Mike said, sorry, had to make me comfy outside talking with the neighbor and the wheel. You're all good? Any update on the wheel? Yeah, it's such a bummer with the shelves, like, because they have glaze on them, so they could be fixed, but they're so warped. And it's the shelves that came with the kiln, which is also such a disappointment.
Yeah, they're almost kind of like beyond saving, sort of. They've got like a nasty crack.
Yeah,
about
man.
a third way down the middle. And it's just like literally just a matter of like one day, you know?
Seriously, that's what I mean. Like, if we saved them, definitely would want to just snap them in half. Use them as multiple pieces. But I don't even know if it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, man.
Hayden did say, I still have y'all's website. I'm so excited for my cups. Did anyone else grab any of the others yet?
Not yet, no. Actually, my mom was super excited when she saw the video and said she loved the swirlware, and I think she said, let me know when they're all finished, and I think I'm gonna want a set of 8. So that's pretty cool. Love it when, shout out to mom, right? But I think we're gonna take pictures of them and list them on the website.
Maybe. Possibly.
Possibly.
If that's something that we really want to set out to do.
Yeah. We would have to, like, we gotta get pictures of them, sure, just to have. But, like, until we have some type of, like, dual wheel setup, the brown clay is so intense, man. We gotta figure that out.
It said shout out to Mom and Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have them.
Family members.
We'll either list them as like on the website, or we'll take them to the market. But
Yeah,
someone will get them eventually.
for sure.
They're special.
They're super special.
One of a kind, and a part of that YouTube video. You can always go back and see us make it.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that's awesome.
Sheila did say, yes, Pat, I never bring any low-fired clay in the studio.
You guys are on the same wave.
That disaster cost me 10 kiln shells.
Holy sh!
Happened 30 years ago. I still remember my tears.
Oh my
Before my biggest show of the year.
Oh my god.
Mike said the wheel is barely functional and still waiting for an adequate answer from people.
Can you call them up on the phone?
Probably not.
Probably not. They
Is it
suck.
random?
Sorry.
Hey Nick, any yummy recipes for summer that you've been having? Think about making a cold pizza. Ever had one? No? Never had a cold pizza? I don't even know what that is. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
Well, I've had cold pizza. Wait a minute, yeah.
Just like making a cold pizza, I don't know. But like I've had a slice of cold pizza as a leftover, sure. But
I've made plenty of Lunchables, trust me.
cold pizzas. I want to make some like a cucumber salad though. I've been seeing this recipe.
Yeah.
Do you like gazpacho?
Do I look gazpacho?
Mhm.
No, I don't.
That's like a cool off in the summer type of soup.
Let me think. Any yummy recipes for summer? Man, we've just kind of been doing the regular. We'll make tomato sauce, homemade tomato sauce. We'll make homemade salsa. We'll make.
Well, you did make chicken lettuce wraps the other day, and they were freaking
Chicken
really
lettuce wraps, yeah,
good.
that's what I'll go.
That's really
100%.
good.
Totally inspired by
Cheesecake.
the Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory has chicken lettuce wraps that will.
Change your life, straight up, man. And it's like, oh man, so easy to make. They're so good, and yeah, then you put all like the fresh veggies on
Comes
them.
with like a chimichurri sauce and like a peanut sauce and like a soy sauce. I go ham on that. We did eat that. That was special.
That was awesome.
She said, love my advancer shells.
Yeah,
Worth the investment. 1/3 the weight, shorter firing time.
really.
Nice thick shells aren't heating up.
Damn, that's so interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they gotta be like maybe $150 or $200 a piece for a half shell.
We'll have to make the upgrade one day.
Man, I believe it. Maybe little by little. I bet you get better heat distribution in your kiln too.
That's crazy. And they say, yeah, shout out to mom. Kaden said, how long have y'all known each other? Do you live together?
Yeah, we're married. We how many years? Six years?
Yeah, we're in our house right now too.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's been 6 years. We've been in Florida for 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We met in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. All the questions I've been throwing for about 9 years. We've had the business for 5. All right. Wait, 5 more minutes here. I'm gonna weigh out some clay before we take our break.
Kate said, "Oh wow, I didn't know y'all worked out of Florida. I'm super nearby."
Oh, really? I can't remember what the
We
address
saw that
was.
on the
Yeah.
invoice, yeah.
If you want to drop your state, you're more than welcome to. State rep. You do not have to do that.
Yeah, we're in Central Florida, Lakeland,
Yes.
right between Tampa and Orlando.
I'm going 1.5 pounds, and I'm gonna make as many as I can out of this block, and we'll get it all set up for when we come back from lunch. How excited are you guys? Where's Leah? Somebody hit up Leah. I think she'll be here.
She's probably got lots going on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She doesn't have to be here for the games.
I just love her. She does not have to be here for the games. She has a whole family to take care of.
It says, you buy a pre-made whole wheat crust, bell pepper cream cheese, cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, bell peppers, banana pepperines, pepperoni, salami, olives, a pizza, but cold veggies and ungreasy.
Interesting.
Bell pepper cream cheese is what the base is kind of.
That sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. I love those pepperoncinis.
Oh yeah, we do have some pepperoncinis.
It said Georgia,
Oh yeah.
right on the Florida border.
Nice. When we drove down to move from Pennsylvania, we stopped at Peach World. Is that right?
Yeah,
Peach World.
probably
I think it was like
somewhere-
right on the border.
Somewhere off 95, Peach World.
Who knows if it's really Peach World? It was this
Kate,
roadside
it's a shame.
attraction that.
It said they can walk to the border.
Wow, that's cool. Is there anything cool at the border? Like, sometimes they make a whole thing of it.
Probably just a sign.
Can stand in 2 states at the same time. That's pretty cool.
It's a best served with a tall glass of Arnold Palmer, in my opinion.
Yum, 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 yum.
He said we bought 8 advancer shells with our COVID relief checks.
Oh, wow. That's,
Then the past couple of years, I reward myself after doing the taxes by ordering 2 a year. Also, as you
Wow.
age, you don't want heavy shelves.
that's so valid and such a good point. Yeah, we used our COVID relief money to get us down here. Like, that was pretty much what paid for us to.
Our COVID relief shelves.
That's what she got, I guess, huh? For COVID relief shells. Yeah. I mean, also, like, we both did have jobs that were inexistent after that, so.
Should I end this vertical stream and do that thing?
Yes, do it. Tell him. Let me tell him? I'll tell him.
I'll tell him.
You tell him, do it. Let's see.
Shout out to everyone in the vertical. We got Natural File, Akabaka,
Aka Baka.
George Moldovan,
Moldovan.
Khan Yinmaz, and everyone else in the vertical stream. I'm ending the vertical stream, and apparently it's going to direct you to the remainder of our live stream. So come on over.
Come on over. We're about to have some fun.